gang, it's your boy with the fat SwaggyReacts, and we are back with another reaction video, man. And yo, shouts out to Jordan Peterson, man. We about to dive back into another one of his videos, man. If you guys don't know, please go check out the first video I did of Jordan Peterson, man. Like, this guy's real dope. He has a real good breakdown on certain things, and I'm slowly becoming fans of this guy, man. But today we're gonna be checking out Jordan Peterson destroys Will Smith open marriage myth. So like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell me how you guys feel about Will Smith and the whole thing that's going on with him and Jada, Chris Rock, all that, man. Let me know down in the comment section. I ain't finna hold y'all up, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50K. So subscribe to the channel. We just reached 46K, man. So I appreciate you guys, man. Cause we slowly on the grind up, man. Slowly on the grind. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and check this out, man. Again, shout out to Jordan Peterson, man. Go sub up to his channel as well. Let's go.
So Will Smith was recently interviewed by GQ, in which he opens up a bit about his life, specifically his marriage. Now, of course, at this point, everyone in the world kind of knows about Will Smith's marriage.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
I think you need...
we know this interview went viral. They was talking about the entanglement. Like, what the hell? And then people felt some type of way because he did that shit to Chris Brown. I mean, not Chris Brown, but Chris Rock. And he didn't do it to certain other people like August Alsina and whoever he had issues with involving Jada or just in general. He never had that type of energy. But again, that's what the comment section is for. Tell me, your guys' opinions on all of it. You know what I'm saying?
I went on. I got into a different kind of entanglement.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
And I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times.
Whoa,
and
hold up, what?
Hold
up, so Will knew about this then? Wait, because he said he spoke to Will prior to even doing... Whoa, see, I ain't know this right here. It's tough.
Partnership that they've spoken on several times. Their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times. And it, not involving romanticism. Mm-hmm. He gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, And I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her.
That is not the point of this video. What he does with his life is totally up to him. But he made some few comments about open marriage that I think we need to think about, and we can have a kind of a discussion on. And I would love to get what your guys' thoughts on this is. So in the interview, he says this specifically. He says that for the large part of our relationship, monogamy was what we chose, not thinking of monogamy as the only relational perfection. He further said, "We have given each other trust and freedom with the belief that everybody has to find their own way. And marriage for us can be a prison. I don't suggest this road for anybody, but the experiences and the freedoms we've given one another and the unconditional support, to me, is the highest definition of love." And he says that this kind of a marriage is the highest definition of a love. In our generation, where we're seeing a lot of this, being popular, even amongst people that are single as well. And that's why I really believe it is important to have this conversation as well. And I want to play a clip by Jordan Peterson kind of talking about this particular issue. And then after this, guys, leave me your comments down below what you think about this and where do you stand with this as well. So enjoy the rest of this clip.
Please give your perspective on why polyamory is bad for the individual and society. Well, I think the fundamental reason is, there's a bunch of reasons. I mean, the first is societies seem to function better, that is, less violently, let's say, when there's one woman per man. If there's many women per man, there aren't many women for every man. There are a handful of men, let's say a minority of men, a Pareto distribution of men who have a disproportionate number of women, and a lot of men who have none. And those aren't happy men, let's put it that way. They're men who are very likely to get up to no good very rapidly. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean,
Then,
yeah, because, you know, like, well, I wouldn't say everyone's like that, but it's just like if you grew up, like, you know, in the projects or whatever, I mean, yeah, like, you're going to come across some girls, this, that, and the third, but for the most part, if you're always the type of person that's not really around a lot of people, and you're not going to really, I'm like, really know how to open up to them. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because you're so sheltered in, and you're, like, so to yourself, like, whatever. I mean, people don't know your personality. Like, personality. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, wow. This is why we are, like, becoming fans of Jordan or, like, Peterson, because he makes us, like, look at things that we didn't, like, look at before. You know what I'm saying? But, like, we knew about, you know, this Will Smith open marriage thing, but it was just the fact that, like, we never got his, like, you know, on like, comments on it. You get what I'm saying?
likely to get up to no good very rapidly. So there's that. Then I would say the women who, let's say a man has many women, and let's say he's a desirable man for that matter, just for the sake of argument, if he has a variety of women, then those women don't have much of him. So they don't get to establish a real individual relationship with him because it's going to be fragmentary.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that that's satisfying for people. I think that what you want, as much as you possibly can, is to have people around you with whom you can weave your life together over the short term, medium term, and long term. It adds depth to your life in a way that almost nothing else can. And so what you do, and so I've been speaking more about permanent polyamorous relationships. You might ask, well, what about sequential ones where, you know, which is in some ways indiscriminable from, from just casual sleeping around. I think the problem with that is that to sleep around casually is to imply that sex is casual. To imply that sex is casual is to assume implicitly that it can be divorced from the rest of life, emotional life, motivational life, values, all of that. And you can divorce it, but you pay a big price for that. I think the price you pay is like virtual. The word psychopathic keeps leaping to mind. Yeah, good old Freud. You have to reduce a person to the casual pleasure of a transient sexual interaction in order to sleep around casually. And I think that once you establish that as a habit with sex, which is a deep experience, right. If you'll do that with sex, which is a deep experience, then, and you learn how, then what makes you think that won't transfer to everything else that you do? I don't see how it can fail to.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely get what he's saying, man. Like, it's just like Jordan Peterson just has like a crazy talent. It's just makes you, again, like, when I make you look into things that you normally wouldn't like look into, as far as these open gay marriages, these open marriages, open gay marriages, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just intriguing to just like sit back and think about the laws and people's feelings in those type of relationships and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's fire.
It won't transfer to everything else that you do. I don't see how it can fail to. So,
right.
You know, you could say, well, monogamy isn't a very good solution. It's like, well, life is a what is this, sexually transmitted disease with a 100% fatality rate too. You know, there's lots of really complex problems for which we only have the best answer we can come up with, which is not a utopian answer, but I would say, and I think the evidence supports this as well, that stable monogamy is the best solution that we know of, and it's also the minimum necessary requirement for the stability of children.
Right.
So
That's true, man.
polyamory, it's wrong. It's wrong. It makes men violent. It increases inequality in the manner that makes things dangerous. It makes it impossible for women to have a deep relationship with men. It facilitates the, what would you call it? The transformation of sex into something casual, and then that spills out into the rest of the world.
Right.
It deprives the people who engage in it of the opportunity of establishing a stable, long-term, mutually satisfying. It's more than that. Mutually beneficial relationship. You know, because a good marriage, the people in it gain more than. They're more than twice as good, right? The benefits aren't precisely linear, so you lose that. It destabilizes the situation for children. There you go, man. That's a lot of things that aren't good. That's for sure.
Man. Like, yeah, man. Like, shouts out to Jordan Peterson, man, and like he touched on it like pretty often. Like, I'm like in this conversation as far as just like you guys. Like as far as these open marriages, man, like just look for like it's always good to just have that relationship, like where you guys can just like talk and just like not be all open, like you guys can just love each other for the sake of your children and stuff like that. Cause I'm pretty sure like you don't want your children growing up doing that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, this is, like, real interesting, man. Shouts out to Jordan Peterson, man, for a dope video, man. Again, tell me how you guys feel about this, man, because I really want to know how you guys feel about these open marriages. Like, you guys feel like it's good or bad or what? You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely interested in hearing you guys, well, like, seeing you guys' comments. We can talk about it in the comment section. Also, like, let me know, like, what else to react to, man, because I want to just keep this going. Like I want to go down this like Jordan Peterson like rabbit hole and just like really dive into like like his content, man, because it seems like it's real dope and we could all learn something together, man. So like, share, comment, subscribe, share this video, like get it to I'll say 400 likes, and we definitely gonna spin the block again, man. And SRT gang, I am out this thing, man. Let's get it.